Hey guys, it's Rachel at Mr. Nola's Glitter again. I am back. I am going to do a quick little video. I know some of you have asked for me to show you an ombre video. So this is going to be a two-color ombre. I'm going to use some decently chunky glitter so I can show you how it looks. This is Clarity, which is not on the website, but it's going to be one of the colors of my new Opal line. And this is, I cannot remember, but it'll be on the website whenever I get done with the video. So I will link them all below, but I'm going to show you. I am using the Epoxy Method to do my ombre. I am using a cup turner from Jamie at the Cup Turner, and it's rose gold, and it's beautiful. And then I will be using, I don't know, I think this is a 12-ounce smaller cup from somewhere, I don't know. So with that being said, I'm going to flip you down and I'm going to show you how I do it, okay? All right, so here's my beautiful cup turner. It's gorgeous and rose gold, right? Beautiful. All right, and so here's my cup. So I already have my epoxy mixed. It's almost too mixed because I went and had a snack and forgot it was mixing in. So that's okay. So I'm going to turn on my turner. I'm going to lightly coat this cup with epoxy, and then I'm going to take off the excess with my my little thingy here. I'll show you what I'm using. For when you do the epoxy method, you do not need a lot of epoxy. This is kind of thick because I let it go, so it looks like a lot, but I'm going to remove a lot of it, okay? So I am just making sure my cup is just wet. See all the excess? I'm going to take all of that off, but I'm just making sure that I have a quick coat before this epoxy gets too hard of epoxy on my cup all the way around, making sure every little bit has epoxy. Now you're using the epoxy in this case as an adhesive only, so you do not need a lot. You barely need any. And this is going to give your cup a really super strong base, okay? I'm going to go ahead. I think I have touched it all. I'm going to do a quick glove change so I don't get epoxy anywhere else on me. All right, so this is a water slide squeegee that we sell in our store, or you can pick up pretty much anywhere. I think it's a makeup tool, to be honest. So if you're looking in a store around, you can get it maybe in the makeup section, but we sell them on our website. So, and you can notice it has like this little curved edge. So when I do the epoxy method, I basically remove almost all the epoxy. I'm going to go through my cup, over my cup, and so if you see my cup here, sorry, the phone's ringing, I am taking it off and putting it back in my cup. You do not need a lot of epoxy when you do this method, because once it dries, it's going to dry. Sorry about the phone, guys. So you just want enough on here so your glitter sticks. You don't want it to pool. You don't want anything else. I'm so sorry about the phone, guys. They must be with customers out there. So as this is spinning, let's see if you can see. So I'm dragging it down and then I'm scraping it back in my cup. Normally I don't have this much to scrape off, but because this was kind of thick, I needed to put it on thick to make sure it went everywhere. So you don't want hardly any epoxy on your cup. You're never going to get it all off. So you can scrape as much as you want off because it's epoxy, and of course it's not going anywhere. So now it is pretty much mega ultra thin. I will make sure I have enough on the bottom of my cup, which I think I do. All right. So I used basically no epoxy to do that, okay? So when I do a 2-color ombre, I personally start with the top color, which the top color is going to be this white iridescent. When it's added to the website, it's going to be called Clarity. Okay. Normally I don't have them in shakers, but we're going to go with this. So I always, whatever ombre, whatever way you're going to do it, I always start from the top and work myself down. So I'm going to take my top color, and I'm going to shake. So this is the first that anyone is hearing or seeing this new opal line that I have created. I have been working on it for months. These are all custom mixed opals in a cut that I love, but will sparkle your face off, okay? So I usually go about halfway down with the top color. In this case, it is this opal color. And if you can see, my glitter looks beautiful. If you had too much epoxy, your glitter would look like it was pooling onto your cup. So you have to add more and more and more glitter. But I think that is pretty pretty. All right, so I will pick up the excess, make sure there's no creepy crawlies in here. No little stray glitters. All right. I will put my paper back under there. I will go back with my second glitter. This one is a little bit bigger cut. And it is, if you are familiar with our, what is it called? Pastel rainbow. This is a new color in the rainbow that we're adding today. It is purple. So then I will start shaking on my purple. And I will move up as it turns, and then I'm going to blend in this little area when I get it up there. So I brought my white down a little bit further than I want it, but it's because I'm going to go back over it with the purple. And so that's how I create my ombre. Everyone has a technique. This is what works for me. So maybe it'll work for you. I love this purple glitter. It's super pretty. Okay. So when I'm using this little turner, I like it because I can pick it up and I can do the bottom. So I'm picking it up and shaking my purple all over my bottom because you know your bottom is very important, right? And there you have it. That is a simple 2-color ombre. So once this is dry, I let this go because there's such a thin layer of epoxy on it. I usually let it spin for about 3 hours and then I'll come back with a flood coat and put a flood coat on it. I also will, when I'm using a chunkier glitter to help my glitter lay flat, I just take a clean glove. That's why I changed my glove. It doesn't have anything on it. And I just tap some of those chunkies down to make sure they're not poking up or poking down or poking whichever way. So when I put my flood coat on, it's going to give me a pretty smooth coverage. So I'm not having to sand a lot. I'm a lazy cupper. I hate to do sand. I hate sanding in between my coats unless I really have to. So I try to just spend a few minutes in of prep after I put my glitter on to make sure that I don't have to do that. Sometimes I still might have to, but this helps a lot to where I may not have to. And so I'm just looking because this is super sparkly. I just want to make sure that I don't have any white spaces, which I thought I seen one. So I'm just going to sprinkle some more of this beautiful lavender glitter up here. So if you noticed, some of my purple has come up here, and to me, I think that's okay because that's like, to me, it looks like it's scattered. If that bothers you, you can hand sprinkle it. If you would like to control it a little better, you could just pick it up like this, and you can get it real close and hand sprinkle it if that makes you feel better. But I think that's pretty much it. This is going to be gorgeous. All right, guys, that is a simple 2-color ombre. So that was pretty easy, right? So now I think hopefully you are comfortable enough that you can try it too. You don't have to use white and another color. You can use 2 chunkies. It's the same technique. I just, again, work from the top. Crooked. There. I work from the top, bring my top color down, and then I go from the bottom up and then bring my bottom color that I'm ombreing just up a little bit, and it'll kind of mix on its own, and it give you that really pretty ombre. All right, so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, check out our channel and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them below. I will link all the glitters that I've used and products that I've used in the description below, so you can check out any of the products that we use. We'd love to have you come and join our Facebook group. And if you see anything that you like, you can go ahead and go over to Mr.NolasGlitter.com and pick up any of the glitters that you've seen here today. Thanks for hanging out with me, and stay tuned. I'm going to do a 6-color ombre next. So I'll see you in a little while. Bye, guys.